3 passengers dead, dozens sick, and health officials are testing for something that hasn't been seen on a cruise ship before. The MV Hondius, a luxury expedition vessel carrying about 150 people from 23 countries, is anchored off the coast of Cape Verde, and no one will let it dock. Inside, a virus is spreading that kills 38% of the people it infects. It's called Hantavirus, and it's transmitted through rodent urine and droppings. The ship left Ushuaia, Argentina 3 weeks ago, heading north across the Atlantic toward the Canary Islands. Somewhere during that journey, rodents got on board. The World Health Organization confirmed 7 cases Sunday, including a Dutch couple and a German national who are now dead. A British passenger is in intensive care. There is no cure, just supportive treatment while doctors wait to see if your lungs hold out. Hantavirus belongs in the wilderness, not on ships. It spreads when people inhale dust contaminated with infected rodent waste, usually in barns, sheds, or cabins that have been closed up for months. The virus doesn't survive long outside a host, and rodents don't stow away on modern cruise ships easily. Yet somehow, on a vessel designed for polar expeditions and staffed by professionals who obsess over biosecurity, mice or rats made it aboard. Whether they were already on the ship or picked up at a port in Argentina, no one is saying. What makes this outbreak unprecedented isn't just the setting, it's the math. Cruise ships are closed environments. Everyone breathes the same recirculated air. If contaminated dust gets into the ventilation system, exposure spreads fast. The WHO is downplaying public risk, saying transmission requires close contact with rodent waste, but 150 people are now trapped in floating quarantine while Cape Verde refuses them entry. South African authorities are working to evacuate 2 passengers showing symptoms, but that still leaves more than 140 people on board with nowhere to go. The victims didn't sign up for this. The Hondius caters to adventure travelers, people who pay premium prices to see Antarctica, the Falklands, remote Atlantic islands. They expect icebergs and penguins, not a respiratory disease that shuts down your lungs within days. One passenger told reporters they feel abandoned, stuck on a ship that has become a biohazard no port will touch. The cruise line, Oceanwide Expeditions, has been silent on how contamination happened, focusing instead on logistics and medical evacuation. This is the risk no one prices into a cruise. You can avoid norovirus by washing your hands. You can skip the buffet if you're worried about food poisoning. But there is no guest checklist for make sure rodents haven't urinated in the air ducts. Ships undergo inspections, but those focus on structural safety and sanitation, not whether a single mouse made it past cargo screening in Patagonia. Hantavirus has an incubation period of up to 8 weeks, so some passengers on the Hondius might not know yet if they were exposed. The outbreak is forcing health authorities to rethink what's possible. If a virus this rare can silently infiltrate a vessel in the middle of the ocean, what else can? And if countries start refusing ships over suspected outbreaks, what happens to the passengers who did nothing wrong except book a trip? Right now, 150 people are waiting for someone to decide their fate, anchored off an island that won't let them land, on a ship that 3 people will never leave alive.